Marcus Aurelius is often remembered as a calm ruler. What is less often considered is how difficult that calm was to sustain. He ruled the most powerful empire on earth during one of its most unstable periods. His reign unfolded under constant strain, prolonged wars along the empire's borders, a devastating plague that hollowed out cities, economic pressure, and political uncertainty. Much of his time as emperor was spent far from Rome, commanding armies under difficult conditions. Despite this, Marcus Aurelius is remembered as a figure of calm and self-control. That reputation is not the result of myth or hindsight, but neither was it effortless. Marcus Aurelius was not calm because his circumstances were gentle. He was calm because he worked continuously to sustain clarity in conditions that routinely eroded. Absolute power creates a specific and subtle danger. When authority is constant and correction is rare, judgment does not usually fail all at once. It drifts. Irritation hardens into habit. Frustration becomes policy. Perspective narrows without being noticed. Roman history offered Marcus Aurelius many examples of this erosion. Emperors who began with restraint often ended in suspicion, excess, or cruelty, not through sudden collapse, but through accumulated distortion. The danger Marcus faced was not only invasion or rebellion, it was internal, the slow loss of proportion under sustained authority. Clarity in this context could not be assumed. It had to be actively maintained. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively, but not for an audience. His writing was private, repetitive, and practical. It was not meant to persuade others or secure a legacy. It functioned as a stabilizing practice. He returned repeatedly to the same concerns: anger, distraction, fatigue, resentment, self-importance. Not because he had resolved them, but because they reliably returned under pressure. This repetition is revealing. It suggests that clarity was not something Marcus achieved once and then possessed. It was something he renewed deliberately, often, and without ceremony. Writing became a way to interrupt automatic reactions, a means of restoring coherence before action was required. In this sense, philosophy was not ornamental, it was operational. Marcus Aurelius lived under sustained strain. Military command required decisiveness. Political responsibility demanded restraint. Personal loss required endurance. Illness was a constant presence. Stoicism did not remove these pressures. What it offered was a structure for meeting them without becoming governed by them. Clarity here did not mean emotional absence. It meant proportion, the ability to distinguish what demanded response from what demanded patience, what required action from what required endurance. This was not a natural disposition. It was practiced. It would be misleading to present Marcus Aurelius as someone who solved the problem of power. The wars did not end neatly. The empire remained fragile. There was no triumphant conclusion, only the continuation of duty. But achievement does not require perfection. Marcus did not preserve clarity by escaping responsibility. He remained attentive within it, day after day, under conditions that consistently undermine judgment. That steadiness is rare, not because intelligence is rare, but because sustaining attention, restraint, and proportion over long periods of strain is difficult. Marcus Aurelius is often remembered for his words, but his deeper legacy lies in what those words were used for: the ongoing effort to remain coherent while holding extraordinary power. He was not flawless. He did not transcend pressure. He sustained clarity within it. And that, more than conquest, reputation, or resolution, is what makes his mind worth understanding.